always go for a business which is bankable. What I mean by bankable is always go for a business on which you can rely upon wherever. So you don't have to choose a business which is, stuck, which is about the technology, which is dependent on technology, which requires a lot of know-how, a lot of, hidden secrets and all those things. You have to choose a business which is as simple as possible. At the same time, I call it as a non-failable business. So go after the most, just a moment, let me close this thing. Yeah. Go after the most sold product to get the best business. So the most sold product is a product, and that is a business behind which you should go. And there are only three things which are sold the most in the world: roti, kapda or makan, food, clothing and shelter. These three things are the most sold in this world, because beyond that, all the other things which are there, even mobile phones and all those things are like, these are the basic essentials of a human being. And we on planet Earth will always create things which are basically needed. This is an industry, food, clothing and shelter, which will never stop, which will never go out of sync, out of technology or out of the need. Type agree if everybody agrees to this. I hope the voice is coming clear now. So, real estate and clothing is highly capital intensive. What I mean by that is, if you want to become a real estate owner, or if you want to become a textile factory thing, there are a lot of things involved. There are a lot of money involved, a lot of expertise, a lot of risk, and a lot of know-how involved. Then that leaves only food business, which is the perfect. Food business is the perfect business, which is less risky if you do it the right way, which can be done by each and every person, because it doesn't involve a very, very big capital investment. You don't require 10 crores to open a restaurant, frankly speaking. And it doesn't require a very, very special know-how. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to open a restaurant. It is as simple as it gets. Let me tell you why you should think of opening a food business as a success vehicle, which will take you from your current stage to a stage of prosperity. Firstly, it is technology free. There is no technology involved in here. No, so please type yes if everybody agrees to all the things which I am saying. It is technology free. It is very easy to set up. Anybody and everybody can set it up. There is no experience required before, you don't require experience to open this. The only thing which you require is confidence, which you are anyways going to get after you go through my program. And it is not rocket science. Each and every person who is going besides your hotel, who is staying in the vicinity, who is working in the offices, is your customer, and it is easily scalable. You can open a vada pav corner, you can open 2 vada pav corners, you can open 50 vada pav corners, you can open 1 fine dine restaurant, you can open 20 fine dine restaurants. How much ever you want to scale, how much ever you want to earn, how much ever is your ambition, you can scale it to that level. If you don't want to scale it to that level, you can come back and you can run 1 or 2 restaurants and live a very, very chilled life. It is a very, very flexible, adjustable and very, very scalable, at the same time manageable business if you do it the right way. My goal here is to give you that information so that you can go and you can open and run a successful restaurant. Now let me tell you why. You might be asking me, sir, if if it is so easy, why everybody is not opening a restaurant? So let me tell you what are the myths. भ्रम, what are the myths and stigma which is attached? कलंक बोलते ना, कलंक लगा है उसको. So what are the myths and stigmas which are attached to a restaurant business? Everybody is enjoying this, no? Am I boring you guys? I hope I am not boring you guys. Type yes in the chat box if everybody is loving this. Great. Jasmine, Chitanshu, Shubham. Okay. So let's move ahead. So myths, let me tell you the myths and stigma. In the childhood, you might have heard of this, food business is very cheap business. You might have heard somebody taunting you, बड़ा पढ़ाई कर, engineer बन, government का job ले, नहीं तो क्या बड़ा होके वेटर बनेगा, बड़ा होके वड़ा पाव कॉर्नर बेचेगा, बड़ा होके सैंडविच बनाएगा, बड़ा होके होटल में लगेगा. So this is how, you know, the hotel industry or the restaurant industry has been attached to an illusion that, you know, or has been attached to a stigma that these hotel industry is a very cheap business. It doesn't have any money into it. It is not our thing. You know, हम लोग का शान के खिलाफ है वो, and all those things. There is no growth in that business. And a lot of the people you have taught, you know, will you be a waiter, chai wala banega kya, and all those things. So there is a certain subconscious mind we start, you know, taking this industry for granted. We say, "Arey yaar, itna cheap kaam kaun karega?" But let me tell you the reality. Let me tell you the reality from my angle, because I am running restaurants myself. I have told you yesterday about all the restaurant and resort which I am running. So let me tell you, restaurant business is a cash business. And if you ask anybody who is doing business, there is no business which is better than cash business. You put money in the morning, you put 500 rupees in the morning, you take 2,000, 3,000 rupees in the evening. It is like an ATM machine. The only thing is, instead of a credit card or a debit card, you are putting your money inside. It is doubling, tripling and coming down from inside. I'm just giving you an overall thing. It is a cash business, and instant cash is one of the best things which can happen to a businessman. That is one of the reasons why a lot of builders, a lot of IT people also start opening restaurants, because they feel the need to have day-to-day cash. And this is one of the best businesses for cash. Immediate profits. You have to bring your raw material, you have to cook the food, you have to serve the food, the customer pays for you. And by the time, after he eats, he pays you and you get your money back, which is doubled or tripled depending on what kind of a restaurant you open. It has got high margins, as far as high margins compared to a lot of other businesses. If you are doing trading, you get a margin of 5, 10, 15% or 20%. The food business has around 25 to 35, 40% margins, and it is considered to be one of the most high margin businesses on planet Earth. It is possible for you to open a very small chotu sa restaurant also. It is possible to open your fine dine big restaurant also. So it is scalable. It is a very, very scalable model depending on your choices. I'm going to talk to you more about these concepts on the Wednesday's session. So how to stabilize food business? Let me give you some pointers. Always look for a business which is already validated. So whatever business is already working, you should go there. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Always go for a business which is working, because the ultimate goal is to be successful at it and earn a lot of money out of it. Start small. I always tell, I get a lot of people who keep on asking me, "Sir, we have 50 lakh rupees. I have one of my friend who will be able to get 50 lakh rupees. I'm so sorry. I've lost the light, but I hope you can see me. Can everybody see me? I hope I have not missed any concern. Okay, so I'll carry on. I hope everybody bees with me. We'll get some light later. So the operational experience. So always start small. I always tell people to start small. Don't go, haywire. Don't try to be a Dhirubhai Ambani or a Ratan Tata immediately. Always start small. Start with a small business. Get some operational experience. Get some knowledge in this industry. Know your strongs as well as your weak points. A lot of times people have a very, very different idea when they open a restaurant. They are good in some things. Each and everybody is good in some things. Each and everybody is bad in some things. I'm not good in accounts. I'm very, very bad in accounts. I'm not good in keeping records, and I hate accounts, by the way. But my brother is very, very good in accounts. So he handles all the account thing. I'm very good in marketing. I'm very good in customer relations. I'm very good in connecting a team, creating a team, as well as building a team. So that is why I focus on my strengths. So you have to know what are your strengths. Are you good in handling cash? Are you good in day-to-day activities of the restaurants? Are you good in negotiating? Are you good in purchasing? Very, very important. Are you good in human relations? That means, coordinating with your team, coordinating with your staff and all those things. Are you good with your with your customers? Are you good with your vendors? So you have to first know what is that, and that you will only know it after you start small. I always recommend all my students to start small. Chota sa 500, 700 square feet, 1000 square feet ka restaurant kholo. Don't try to become a big, because you don't have the operational experience as of now. And identify your strong and weak points, and then only optimize. After that, once you perfect one small restaurant, you start making money out of it. After that, you optimize, then you can open a big restaurant. But take operational experience. So let me give you a small example. If you're learning a vehicle, driving vehicle, you will not buy a brand new vehicle and learn on that, right? You will first join a motor training school. You will practice it on a different small vehicle, and then you will go and you will buy your own vehicle. Am I right or wrong? Type yes in the chat box if I am right. We will get the light in sometime. I hope the guy is setting up the generator. Yes, we got it. So, as I told you, I extended my stay yesterday, and we have a lot of windy and cloudy things. You know, it is thunder dhar dhood ho chal raha hai, bahut barish chal raha hai. So you'll be getting a lot of power cuts now. So please adjust. My apologies for that. So everybody following up till now? I hope everybody is following up till now. So you have to first start small. You have to start with a small restaurant, and you perfect all your knowledge, your operational experience, your knowledge, your purchasing and everything. Chota chota cheeze fine tune pehle chote se restaurant mein karo, and then you scale. Don't try to become a 50 restaurant ka chain mere ko kholna hai, ye karna hai, wo karna hai. Start small, think small, think big, and start small. So with that said, let's go ahead. So benefits of opening a food business. First of all, you are a master of your own life. Nobody is there to call you, to give you targets and to take feedback from you, and to scold you, to fire you, and all those things. You are a master of your own thing. Once it will take a little bit of time to set up your business, let's say 6 months, 1 year. But once you set up and it starts doing well, then you can take a step back and you can relax. You can spend more time with your family, with your kids, with your girlfriend, with your boyfriend, with your parents and all those things. You will be at peace because your business will start making money. Once everything stabilizes, you can spend more time. With the same time, you will be able to create money like how I am doing now. More or less all my systems are set, or everything is done. I am getting regular income, and I am can you see any tensions on my face? I am little relaxed. I am chilled out because I know that at the end of the month, I am going to get this or a certain income which is going to take care of all my expenses and leave me some profits. So third is, you are in the long run, you will be able to generate massive wealth for your family as well as for yourself. You won't have to worry about retirement. You won't have to worry about where your next meal is going to come from. And if you want, you can expand on demand. If you want to take the tension, you can create 5 restaurants, 10 restaurants, 15 restaurants. If you don't want, you can leave it up till that. You can just run one restaurant and be happy at it. It is a very, very scalable model. So there are only 3 things which are required in order to be successful in the restaurant business. First is the right mindset. I have already talked about this today in the morning, as well as now I have already talked about this. Second is the strategy, which I will be telling you what all things to do. So today we talked about the mindset. Tomorrow morning we are going to talk about the location. Day after tomorrow we are going to talk about the concept, which type of concept you should open. After that, on Thursday, we are going to talk about matching your concept with your right customer profile, so that it is a perfect mix and it is a perfect combination for maximum sales and maximum profits. And third is hard work. This is a no-brainer, guys. Let me ask you a question. Please answer me. I want everybody out of this. Let me take your name, because it's a very, very important exercise. And I want to see how many of you are answering this. So everybody: Aditya Vardhan, Adnan, Amit, Ankit, Arsh, Bijoy, Ganesh, Jasmine, Jiju, Mukesh, Naushin, Rahul, Rekha, Sitanshu, and Shubham. Whoever is working or whoever has a business, and some of you might be working for somebody, some of you might be business. Does it happen that you are sitting in your home for 1 month. After that, your boss calls you and he tells you, बेटा आराम कर लिया 1 महीना, अच्छा ठीक है, तेरे सैलरी है ना, तेरे बैंक अकाउंट में क्रेडिट हो गया है. हैव यू रेस्टेड फॉर अ मंथ? योर सैलरी हैज बीन क्रेडिटेड टू योर अकाउंट. प्लीज चिल. नेक्स्ट मंथ आई विल अगेन पुट सैलरी इन योर अकाउंट. डज इट हैपन दैट वे? इफ यू आर ओनिंग अ बिजनेस, डज योर कस्टमर टेल यू, बॉस डोंट गिव मी एनी प्रोडक्ट और सर्विस, आई विल पे यू योर मनी एंड यू कैन कीप ऑल द मनी एंड एंजॉय? Tell me if it happens that way. Exactly, Shubham, Rekha, Naushin. It doesn't happen that way, boss. You are anyways working. You are anyways, for a lack of a better term, you are anyways working your butt off in this. May it be for paying your EMI, may it be for your day-to-day expenses, may it be for your renter, may it be for your living. You are anyways doing the hard work which is necessary for this. You just have to remove your hard work focus from whatever you're doing current now, or maybe you can do along with it, you can do this, and then you can start planting the seed, start doing your hard work on the plant or the tree which is going to give you fruits for a longer term, and which is the tree which you are going to own yourself. You don't have to depend on other people. So please think of this as a very, very viable business, because I've been doing this and I've helped so many people to become successful. You must have seen all the testimonials. A lot of people have gone through my trainings on YouTube channel as well, and then they have gone ahead and they have opened their own restaurant and they're successful at it. So with that said, these are the three things: the right mindset, the strategy, and the hard work. If you have these three things, and I believe you have all the three things, these are more than enough for you